Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I'm as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. Hopefully all of you are excited for what is to come in the crypto world. The type of money that you are going to be making in 2025 could be life-changing if you do play it well. And today we need to discuss why Turbo is potentially one of the best investments you can make, especially when we compare it to the other top memes, because it's difficult to select when you look at, all the big memes in terms of market cap. Obviously, you have all these, names like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, right? You've got obviously the new ones on the scene. They have broken out, but still, people are gonna have to make their decisions. And today I need to tell you why I believe Turbo has such a way better chance than coins that have been around for a long time, like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Flocky. You're probably recognizing a lot of names. There are new names, okay, that haven't been around for a long time. And when I say a long time, is that they would have been around for at least the past altcoin season. Now, in the past, 4 years ago, the meme coins, they exploded, right? So like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, we heard all the stories. People were very excited. People were looking forward to this new altcoin season because of the type of gains that those that invested in the past altcoin season managed to make. But guess what? Now it is becoming more interesting. It's become more competitive because there is just more choice. So you need to realize where you're going. I mean, you could be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Obviously, you're going to see so many coins here, hundreds, if not thousands. But the question is, which one? Okay? And why not put all your money into Dogecoin, right? Or put it all into Flocky? They've been around for a long time. Do they not deserve your money? Or should you put it into Turbo here? In my opinion, Turbo has all the reasons, okay? First of all, Turbo has more room for growth. Very important. When you put it into like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, yes, they are very low risk, but there isn't much room for growth. You can't, 20x or 30x or 40x or 50x your coin. But with Turbo, there is that potential because it's still sitting below $1 billion in market cap, right? Price is still very cheap, extremely undervalued. Lots of zeros here that should be eliminated. So the point here that I'm trying to make is that this coin has a lot more room to grow, and therefore it will attract more interest from a lot of new investors because they're going to be willing to put their money into those coins that can really multiply. That's a big, important key point to make, right? Now, another thing that needs to be mentioned, Turbo hasn't been in an altcoin season yet, okay, when everything explodes. So it's relatively new, right? It hasn't come out yesterday or it didn't come out last month, but it's still relatively new because of the fact that it hasn't been around in the past altcoin season. So, of course, a lot of the investors are looking for that new big thing. They're looking for that early bird. And Turbo ticks that box. Simple as that. The charts also look very nice, very solid. You can see this uphill. It just keeps on growing and growing, which again, to many new investors, when I say new investors, I mean not new investors in crypto in general, but new investors in Turbo. This type of chart, ladies and gentlemen, would look very, very appealing because it looks like it could have another crazy breakout, okay? So every time it looks like, it has a cool down, but then it just goes back up and meets its new all-time high. Now, another point that needs to be made is that Turbo had the approval of two big listings recently. So you literally had the exchanges. So it had listings from the two big exchanges. Binance, Coinbase Obviously, it's got all the other ones. I don't want to undervalue them. Guys, they are all amazing. But these are the hardest ones to get. These are like the top dogs. Now, if they recently gave Turbo a listing, is because they have done their due diligence, they've done their research, and they believe that this coin can produce them the trading volumes. Now, the trading volumes means that the volume itself, 24 hours, will be very, very high, right? It will be exploding. And when it starts exploding, as we did see in the past all-time high, guess what? This thing is gonna break all the resistance lines. What can we expect in terms of volume? I believe billions of dollars. So again, another great reason. The fact that it's fresh on the exchanges, okay? The fact that it's really appealing and it's catching the attention of more exchanges. And of course, the investors are watching this. They're getting excited, and they want to mimic these moves. So when you try and compare Turbo to other meme coins, other massive meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, those that have been around for a long time, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They, okay, in comparison to Turbo, cannot be seen as fresh or as with the ability to actually make the multipliers that Turbo can in terms of just, being able to reach a crazy market cap. Also, all the exchange listings that they did get have been around for ages. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the exchanges, of course, are not going to be particularly that interested in these coins as of now. Maybe they're not doing as much due diligence, but if they are doing a lot of research into Turbo and checking everything before giving those listings, it's because Turbo has something very special. And if you can notice how quickly everyone has given Turbo a listing, it's insane. Now, of course, some of you are going to say, "Wait, we still don't have Robinhood." Look, Robinhood is more for stocks, and also, you know what? Robinhood could give it a listing any moment. That's how volatile this decision-making process is. Like, any moment you can expect anything. So maybe by the time this video comes out, could have a listing from Robinhood. And even if it doesn't, like I've said many times, guys, it doesn't affect Turbo at all. Turbo is still going to explode. Like it or don't like it, it's just the way it is going to go. That's it, right? So as of now, what we're seeing is it's trending. Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, yeah, they trend as well. Don't get me wrong. And a coin like Dogecoin has the backing of like Elon Musk. I mean, it's crazy big. But the big difference here is that unlike Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, when new memes like this, when they trend, I believe they get way more attention and they get like fresh engagement and also fresh new investors coming in. Everybody knows the bigger ones, the biggest market cap ones that have been around for a long time. And of course, people still love them, but they don't give them like that attention of excitement, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't really get that excited about these coins anymore because I've seen them around for a long time. I've been actually covering Shiba Inu for a while. So when you have something new like this, when it starts ticking all the boxes in terms of the exchanges, new influencers coming in, like it really is doing so well, it grabs my attention. It's going to grab the attention of many new investors. And that's where you're going to see FOMO kicking in, right? The fear of missing out. You're going to see big volumes coming in from the whales because it's still very fresh. And the whales want to get it as early as possible. So like I've said, very, very undervalued and cheap compared to something like Dogecoin, right? And another important point that needs to be made, and this is going to be the final one, which I have been thinking about. Because Turbo's community has recently started exploding, right? Started growing. If you look at the socials, guys, look at this, more than 105k followers on Twitter. Also, we crossed the threshold of 50k holders. So these are all very, very, very fresh, new, engaged investors, or at least those that are interested in Turbo. So because they are so fresh, they are actually putting Turbo on the radar. They are watching every move, and because Turbo is breaking resistance lines, is growing, they keep on loading up on their bag and they keep on talking about it. Okay, think about it. Not many investors are going to be like, oh, I found this coin. So I'm referring to when they're talking to their friends or family or people they know. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, I found this coin. It's called Dogecoin. Like, it's amazing. No, because Dogecoin has been around for a long time. But when you compare the same scenario of them talking about Turbo, that sounds exciting because Turbo is still growing in terms of popularity. So not everybody knows about it. And when you mention Turbo, people are like, wait, let me have a look at it. So they open the charts, okay, and they see these type of charts and like, whoa, this thing is really kicking off. So why not invest into it? So hopefully you guys start understanding what the benefits are when you compare it to the other big coins, the massive coins out there. Because when Bitcoin's dominance starts going down, okay, investors going to look where to put their money. Of course, these investors are going to be very sort of low risk investment individuals. So they're going to be looking for the lowest risk possible here. And the lowest risk possible here is the front page and the top of the page, basically, when you open up CoinMarketCap. So you see all these big names. But as I've said, some of these coins, they're aware of. They already know what they can do. They already know that they have reached a certain level, which makes it very hard for them to grow as much as a lot of people would like from cryptos, right? Because a lot of us, the reason why we're in cryptos is because we're expecting to go to the moon. So can it take these investors to the moon? Well, it can move them, but the point is that they've already been to the moon. So it's time for new ones to actually go to the moon. And that's where new coins like Turbo come on the scene. Fresh, new, low market cap. It's got all the listings. It's got everything. And when you put everything together and, you basically make a case for it, it looks perfect. That's why I believe that a lot of investors would rather actually at this point even go into Turbo to see their investments multiply big time. They're also, very hungry. I think in this cycle, a lot of the investors are not going in for the 2x's, 3, 4, 5x. They're looking for at least a 10x. Can you do a 10x on Dogecoin? Guys, a 10x looking at this market cap, imagine if you just round it up to 50 billion. Like if you 10x this would be like $500 billion. Can it go to $500 billion? I don't think so. It's just too high. It doesn't mathematically make any logical sense to me. So of course it's easier to go into something like Turbo, which has been around quite a bit of time. You've got the founder that started it with $69, literally put a video on YouTube. So you can see who's behind it. You can check all the wallets. You can see how excited the exchanges are, who's in Turbo. So everything is transparent, like with other coins as well. But like I've said, for me, it just seems like a more logical sense to go into Turbo than the other bigger, more established ones that cannot grow as much. Because, like I've said, this cycle is going to be about just trying to break your chances of, becoming very rich. Not break it, but actually make it happen. Sorry for the wrong word here. Hopefully everything that I have said makes sense. I know I can be a little bit repetitive when I make these videos, but I'm just trying to get it into your heads that the big money, the whales, and all those that are going to be looking to put in the money, they are going to be obviously in the meme narrative, but they are going to be scrolling and looking for the opportunities. And Turbo could be the one that receives a ton of money. That's where we see like billions of dollars pouring in and the price just skyrocketing. So yeah, think about it. Everything that I have said, does that make a good case for Turbo to be a great choice when you compare it to the other massive memes? Of course, I can be wrong and you can never predict it. I am just speculating at this point, but my reasons just seem logical. No one knows for sure what's going to happen, but at least we can think about it and what makes logical sense. Just put yourself in the position of a new new investor or old investor, but one that is just opening up the memes and thinking, okay, I gotta be rich. I gotta make my money because I know this has no utility, no use case. Which one should I go for? Okay, everything is gonna explode. Nothing's going down because, I'm on the front page of CoinMarketCap looking at the memes. Which one should I put my money into? So when you put it this way, I believe Turbo really does make the great case to actually receive a lot of money. Other coins will receive loads of money as well. I'm not saying no one's going to receive money, but Turbo is definitely one of them, at least one of them, okay? So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Let me know what you think about Turbo. Your thoughts, your ideas, everything is more than welcome in my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.
Pay attention, crypto gossipators. Things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.